Pennsylvania. And I have a number of reactions that I will be sharing over the course of time regarding the legislation, which I support, fully support, and the testimony that was offered in opposition. The first observation I will make is that the opposition testimony was delivered by attorneys, by legal professionals. There was not a single clinical psychologist up there to testify. And the legal professionals were arguing about the best interests of the child. That's a psychological issue. Best interests of the child is the psychological best interests of the child. That's my world. I'm a clinical psychologist. And I will tell you, this legislation is absolutely 100% in the best interests of the child. There were some lies that were told to the committee by the legal professionals. And let me point them out. The first one is that this legislation is about the parents. No, it's not. It's about protecting the children. Children are being used as weapons of spousal abuse. And in doing that, significant pathology is being created in the child to use the child as a weapon against the other spouse. This is most definitely about the child. The second issue is it's spousal abuse. It is a savage and brutal form of spousal abuse to use the child as a weapon. This is about protecting children. It's about protecting parents from abuse. I'm a clinical psychologist. I work with this pathology. I've worked with normal range divorces. I've worked with autism, ADHD. I've worked with all the different child and family pathologies. This is IPV spousal abuse. This is child psychological abuse. For legal professionals to be making the arguments that they are, I don't practice law without a license. They shouldn't be practicing psychology without a license. Second thing, best interests of the child. That is a non-defined term. In clinical psychology, you will not find a single definition for what constitutes the best interests of the child. Essentially, what's happening is you're going into court and litigating which parent deserves to be a parent. Parents have the right to parent according to their personal values, their cultural values, and their religious values. To have a court determine which parent deserves to be a parent, which one's better for the child, to have magistrates separating parents and children is chilling. Parents have a right to parent. If there's not child abuse, then parents have a right to parent. We should not have magistrates separating parents and children. That is chilling. It is wrong. To put parents in a position where they have to litigate which one is the better parent and deserves to have the child is fundamentally wrong. The other lie that was told was that this is about parents. No, it's about mothers and fathers. They made the argument that there shouldn't be a presumption. Yes, there should. Mothers are important to the lives of their sons. Mothers are vitally important to the lives of their daughters. Fathers are important to the lives of their sons. Fathers are important to the lives of their daughters. That's the presumption. The previous presumption gave mother's custody or father's custody. That's wrong because it's giving primacy to one of the parents. But to say that there should be no presumption that a father or a mother is important in the lives of the child is not supported in the psychological literature and research. And it's not supported in anybody who's grown up in a family with a mother and a father. If you know how important your mother was to you and your father was to you, the presumption that a mother or father is expendable is a false presumption. The presumption is mothers are important to the lives of their children, fathers are important to the lives of their children. That's a reasonable and supported psychological presumption for the best interests of the child. Legal professionals should not be opining on psychological issues. That's clinical psychology. Next time, I will testify. Next time, they need to remain within their lane of professional expertise, which is the law. If you want to know about best interests of the child, ask a clinical psychologist.